my brush and I'm just going straight up and down. Why do I do that? Because now some people would say you need a more precise brush. You don't in the end. You'll see what I mean. So I'm going to blend towards the center, straight up and down, both below and above the actual lid. And in the end, this will blend out, but, oh, I didn't go back. Reload again. I'm not even tapping off, by the way. Staying close to the lash line and then going on up to the crease. Don't go in the crease, just go up to the crease. And again, I do on the inside and the outside just so you have something to blend into that doesn't make it dark in those two areas. Okay, secondarily, I always use some sort of a neutral. And I always use the large fluffy E50 from Sigma. It's this one right here, as you can see. It's wide, so it makes it super easy. Now, I am going to use that chronosphere. Now that is actually, it looks like it's going to be dark. I don't know what it's going to do, so I am going to tap that off. I know I should have tapped back in there. I start on the outside. Remember, when you put, wherever you put down, it's going to have the most color. See that? And now I'm just going to blend inward, right under the front of the brow and come back. Stay in the crease though. Don't go up or down. Stay in the crease. And you can brush inward like that towards the outer part of the lid. Oh, that's a pretty good blender. It's a little dark for blending, but it's okay. I mean for a neutral. Again, I'm coming inward, straight under the brow and down, and then inward like that. There we go. And now I can do one of two things. I can get either really precise with a pencil brush, which is a Sigma E30, and that's what it looks like. Or I can use this small tapered blending brush, which is an E45. So it's just, the more precise you want to get, the smaller the brush and the tighter the brush needs to be. So, because I'm now going to be using mirror, I'm choosing to use this small tapered brush, and I'm going in a mirror, which was again our dark color. I'm rolling it like that into it, tap off, and I'm going to put down out here, and then swirl in and out, and I'm kind of testing out to see how dark is that. And I'm blending it, only in the crease, and then I do a little circle, like I'm not even picking up, see that? Like that. I'm not picking up and just kind of going in a circle with the tip. And look how that darkened that. And then I'm just going to bring it inward to kind of blend it up. Now, when you first do this, it's going to be very dark. You're going to use a blending brush to fix that. So, again, you go in and out, in and out. You stay in the crease. You can even look up to make sure you stay in the crease. Because when you look up, it tightens it down. And I'm going to do a little circle again and then bring it inward. Inward. And I have a scar right there, so mine's a little difficult to keep even to the other eye. There, that looks pretty good. Okay, and so now I want to put that same color, whatever your darker color is, you also put it, I always put it underneath the lash line. So I decided instead of doing a pencil brush, just because I have a very small area under my eye, some people will use a pencil brush right there, it's just too wide for me, so I use this short shader E20 from Sigma. Well, you can see it that way. So that's the one I use. Put it in there. I am going to tap it back out there. It's always better to tap it out there so you don't spend the money. And I look down to make sure I don't have droppings on my cheek. And then I, just like it was a liner brush, I just run it under the lashes. Both ways. A few times. Now, one thing I will tell you is that's not very dark. It's almost like it's a charcoal, you guys, this mirror color. Thought it was going to be black, but it's more like a charcoal. And any leftover you can stamp right on the outer lash line, just so that it just kind of doubles as a liner. Okay. Again, look down and look right into the mirror and run it back and forth. That one did pretty good, so I'm just going to stamp this out a little bit. Don't come up on the lid because you're going to destroy all your pretty white. Okay, now depending on if you need to reinforce your brow, depending on what that color was, you could come through the brow. See how I did that? It just kind of reinforces it with some color. That's really dark, so I don't know that I'd really build color with it. Some people use a flat what am I trying to say, brow brush. And they actually use a shadow. So that's why it's perfectly fine to use a shadow to shape your brows. Just remember what I just used was very dark, and this is wider than a brow brush. So just be careful with it. And if you think you overdid it, then go ahead and grab yourself a mascara spoolie, or this is just a regular spoolie, and brush straight up. What happens when you brush straight up is it brushes through the color, and it kind of diffuses it a little bit. It looks a little more natural too, because you diffuse all the little lines. It just looks better. Okay, and then now, if you want to add a pop of color, you could. Let's just say I want to add, what do they got here? What do y'all want me to do? I know, I always feel like we're like live, and you can tell me which color. Ooh, that is much more convenient, just so you know. I'm so glad that actually comes out. What would you say? What about the Salazan Grum? Salazan Grum? I now just want my champagne color. That's a beautiful champagne, that Royal Flush, y'all. I love this color. So I use that, that, and that on my eyes. Okay. Let's just say I didn't want to use so much white on my lid. Let's use something unusual. I think that Salem would be good, or Duchess. And use a Salem. That's this kind of a, it's like a rose gold bronze. It's really beautiful, y'all. Wow. That is pigmented. Can you see that? That is really pigmented, y'all. It's just, Urban Decay is a really smooth, creamy, pigmented line. It's just great. Somewhere I lost the little powder puff that was in this mirror. Alright, and so I'm going to hit right on the outer lid. I'm not going to hit the middle. I'm going to hit the outer lid and out, like that. And I'm going to come in just a little, and then I'm going to go up just a little and in, and then out. Just to add a little pop of color. Y'all, I think I just fell in love with this color combo. That really is pretty. So on the outer lid, so you got thirds. Third, third, third. This is the outer third. Look at that color, y'all. Okay, and then, but you got to blend it, but you don't want to over blend it, because I'm not using Shadow Fix Plus, anything like that. So, or tears, you know, the false tears is the same thing. So I'm going to just make sure this is on there real good. I'm going to come above it just a little bit and in front of it and blend backward and then back to here. And that's all. It gives it a blended look. And you could, if you wanted to, I'll just do it a little bit on the inner part. The inner corner there. It kind of brings it together. Ooh, it has that Mad Hatter look. I'm mad. I'm mad. So that's it. There you have it. I have no idea where my glasses went. This happens to me all the time. I don't know where I put them. No, I took them off. What did I do with them? I don't know. You guys, I don't know what I do with them. Anyway, I highly recommend, if you're thinking about a palette to get that's kind of like your spring summer palette with some bright colors but still has some good neutrals, this is a really, really good palette. I like it a lot, and I found my glasses. So I'm wondering how close we are on time. Let's look together, shall we? Oh my gosh, we're over. Well, then we'll enjoy some more fun. Okay, here's something else that's cool about using a palette that has some pinks and roses in it and reds and stuff like that on it. You can use it for blush. Yes. And some of you are going, Beth, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. Got my Chanel brush here. This is my Chanel number 4. It's the 4 Chanel. And I am going to hit up, well, first of all, you can use a color that you used on your eyes, like that Salazan Gum or Cake. That really pretty color. I want to use that so bad. So I may touch them both, and I'm barely touching with this. Why? Because this is so pigmented. You're going to look like an idiot if you do this wrong. Okay, so I'm lightly going to come down my cheekbone. Did it even come on the right side? There. And right under the eye. where you have that color. And then up through here, on the chin, on the bridge of the nose, under the nose. And look, is that nice? You could always blend that out a little bit, by the way. All right, again, I'm coming down. Oops, my hair's in the way. Coming down right here. Oops, see how I put down too quick there? And look how there's a big muck there. So I'm going to have to blend that out. And so now I'm going to go straight down this way, so that you have the apples of your cheeks, as people say. And then again on the chin ball and down. Now again, I always do the line, and especially right there on either side of the jowl, so it's not so noticeable as you're aging. Or if you just have jowls. Some girls have them, they just have them. And again, I'm going to do this outer area. And I'm done. And then all I need to do is go and blend that out. I could, if I wanted to, use that Royal Flush highlighter as a highlighter. That's a little too much, but it's okay. We'll blend it out. Again, here, right here. Here. I do need to blend this blush out. I'm very aware of that. And then on the ball. Look. Now, obviously, I need to blend all that, but I don't know that I have the time in front of you. So, please, ladies, use a nice brush that doesn't have anything on it and blend it out. You know? Okay, so Bree wants me to go play, so I gotta go. But I love you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. See you. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye.